all my 3 kids go to Shichida. They've been coming here since they were 6 months old, literally as soon as they could. And we're planning to stay for as long as they could, so until 9 years old. We first heard about Shichida when I was expecting. We heard it from my colleague. So my colleague's friend just enrolled their kids in because they heard from their friends what the kids can do. Their kids can remember all the national flags and have really good memory, has a great vocabulary, and we're just really amazed at the results. Just something that sparked my interest. I was like, oh, that's really interesting. I never heard of it. That's why I checked it out and I did the trial class, and my kids instantly loved the Shichida class from the first trial. And I was like, okay, yeah, this seems like a fun activity. It does all the full brain training left and right. It has all the different kind of activities that I want my kids to be doing, plus more. There's a lot more things I haven't even thought about that they do, so that's why instantly we're enrolled on Shichida. Yeah, I like it, number one, because my kids love it. That's the most important thing for a parent, because my kids love Shichida. This is the only consistent activity we've been doing since 6 months old. We've tried a whole range of activity, and as every parent knows, the kids' interests change all the time. So we've done ballet for a few times, and it's like, nah, I don't want to do anymore. We've done soccer a few times, and then, nah, I don't want to do anymore. We've even done chess, we've done drawing, we've done arts and crafts, we've done swimming. But this Shichida is the only one that they always want to come back. They want to do it for every single day if they're possible. And also, Shichida will have homework every week. And it is a great habit for the kids. It set them up really well for future because they will be expecting homework every week. My kids love doing homework because that's similar to what they're doing in class, and they can remember, and then, oh, I know how to do this. And we sort of cultivate that every time, so they actually love doing homework. So if they can carry that onwards to the school years, then they will be really good for future. Shichida has so many new games that grabs their attention so well. And they just see through it, no problem, and they can walk around it and they will come back to each activity, no problem. They can move around, they don't have to really sit down, they can do dancing with the music, and they love the songs. So we all do sing along at home. They remember every single lyrics. And they love the predictability of it because we do the 4-week block where they do similar activity within that 4 weeks, so they get better at it, they practice the skill better, so they kind of know what they're going to do. And then there's this unpredictable element as well where they have to do the guessing game, or there will be a new game introduced with certain things and they're like, oh, there's something new. So there's all these elements my kids love, so they just, yeah, really love Shichida every time. They already started practicing giving back toy, which is like the hardest thing ever. If you ask a baby to give back a toy that they want to play, that's so hard. But at Shichida, every game you do, you have to return it to get the next one. So even from an early young age, they have to learn, okay, it's okay to give back because I will get something even better or new, or swap, the concept of swapping or changing. I think those are all the really great concepts for the social development as well, which is why I think, yeah, my kids are pretty good socially as well. And one thing I find really special with Shichida is that it helped my kids to become very expressive and very confident. I think it's because of the good relationship they have with the teacher as well. So they really like learning and really like talking. Especially they encourage people to talk in the class, like copy the teacher or do the activity together. So they're really expressive. If they have an opinion, they will tell you about it. So in the group environment, I noticed in daycare, it has improved a lot since coming to Shichida. Shichida helps you find the child's natural talent. I didn't realize that, but there's a whole range of activity as a little baby they will come across to. And you will discover as they navigate through all these different activities what their talent is. So you will be able to help support your kids better once you learn the natural talent. And for my boy, he is really advanced as a baby in fine motor skills. I was really surprised. When we were coming out earlier, I thought those activities, some of them are really hard for babies. I used to think, oh my gosh, Shichida is really hard, some of the activities. Until my boy at the baby age, he was able to pick the pack out of the board and put it back. So most of the baby at that time will only take it off. They don't know how to put it back. But my boy is really patient. He will be able to put it back. So I was like, oh, there's a reason to every activity. Because some kids might be able to do it. And your kids, it's okay. They don't do everything. They don't need to do everything. This is just for them to explore and see what they like. And then you can support them on the areas that they are interested in or they need a further development. As parents, you are the #1 educator in your kid's life. You can't really expect everyone else to do your job. Shichida is great help. The teachers are really great support. They give you all the tools necessary for you to support your kids as well. So together you can create a lot better, smoother journeys, and you can find the inner talent. You can try to train them in that direction. It will save so much time. And And yeah, I really recommend getting fully involved, because it's just like any other activity. If you just drop your kids off and then bye, see you later, come back next week, the kids might have forgotten everything. As a family, we believe in Shichida, or we believe in doing everything to the full 100% effort. So if you're putting 100% effort, then you can be sure, okay, this worked or this didn't work. But if you don't even put in the effort, then you will never know whether this is working or not. So that's why we, as a family, we always support each other. If you can't come, then I'll bring another support person to come. I want to make sure there's at least 2 adults so they can support them to do all the readers and all the activities properly. Learning is a family effort. Yes, I will highly recommend it to all types of parents. So there are parents who are really involved with the kids. Shichida is great because you can stick with the kids for majority of the 3 years, and then you can say bye-bye and go have your coffee. But every 4 weeks, you are invited back in to do the Shichida viewing week, which is really important as well, especially for hands-on parents like myself. I will take notes whenever I go back to the viewing week for my older kids, because I don't see through the class anymore. I don't see exactly what they're doing, so this is really a great opportunity for me to check her progress. If there are certain things that she needs to work on, I'll take notes and we'll do similar activity at home for her to improve on. And also for the parents who just want to let go, that's okay as well, because Shichida has a whole variety of activities. So you don't have to sit there and try to research, have I done this? Have I ticked this off? Have I done something to do with the ability to do music? Have I done something to do with literacy? Have I done something with maths? You don't have to, because Shichida has a whole variety of activities that cover all bases. So I think it's just really good for all sorts of parents, from the really hands-on to the not so hands-on, because Shichida will tell you what they need to do right now. That's why I really support Shichida for my kids, because my kids love it and they think learning is fun by coming to Shichida. I think each kid will embark on their own journey themselves. You are the educator that can support them and give them the tools, but in the end it is up to them. So I think try to cultivate that internal motivation to learn, and the belief that learning is fun is really important. So I really think that doesn't matter what you do, if you can cultivate that fun and innate motivation for your kids, then they will be set up for the future.